time, a few minutes to get online. Like once we have 17 to 20 people, that's when we get started. All right, inshallah. Yeah, we should wrap up by 7:30, inshallah. We'll be done by 7:30.
أشرف الأنام كلهم محمد محمد خير من يمشي على قدمي محمد محمد باسط المعروف جامعه محمد محمد صاحب الإحسان والكرم محمد محمد تاج رسل الله قاطبة محمد محمد صادق الأقوال والكلم محمد محمد ثابت الميثاق حافظه محمد محمد طيب الأخلاق والشيم محمد محمد رويت بالنور تينته محمد محمد لم يزل نورا من القدم محمد محمد حاكم بالعدل ذو شرف محمد محمد معدن الإنعام والحكم محمد محمد خير رسل الله كلهم محمد محمد دينه حق ندين به محمد محمد عالم حقا على عالمي محمد ذكره روح لأنفسنا محمد محمد شكره فرض على الأمم محمد محمد زينة الدنيا بهجتها محمد محمد كاشف الغمات والظلام محمد محمد سيد جلت مناقبه محمد محمد صاغه الرحمن بالنعم محمد محمد صفوة الباري وخيراته محمد محمد طاهر من سائر التهم محمد محمد ضاحك للضيف مكرمه محمد محمد جاره والله لم يضم محمد محمد
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين. ICI beloved community, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Today is day 26, ICI Ramadan Trivia. So we'll start in a minute, but before we start, inshallah, I'll just read this paragraph to you, which is invitation to all dear Irving community. Assalamu alaikum. Please join us today at 9 p.m. to represent your commitment to your masjid in this critical moment and support your masjid in these uncertain times. Over the years, we have built an environment at the masjid for our families to feel closer to Almighty Allah, for our kids to learn their deen and practice their faith. We have acquired knowledge through years and years of workshops, speeches, lectures, and khatiras. I see the masjid as our ocean where we all swim in peace and harmony. I have trust in Almighty Allah that the whole community will come tonight and support the masjid and celebrate the good moment we spent together under the shade of Allah's house. Let's prove that we are a righteous community and the masjid is the cornerstone in our life. Your brother Nordin, ICI Community Development Manager. Love you all. So we'll start in a second, inshallah.
Okay, assalamu alaikum everyone. We're going to get started with the first question. Who saw the dream of the idea of adhan? Who had the dream that started adhan? Abdullah ibn Zayd is correct. So Hamid rahmatullah, you got this one. Okay, next question. Yeah.
Okay, the next question is, I'm going to read these verses and you tell me what is the most letter that is mentioned in, what is the common? The most common letter that is mentioned in this verse. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. قيل يا نوح اهبط بسلام منا وبركات عليك وعلى ممن معك وأمم سنمتعهم ثم يمسهم منا عذاب أليم.
Okay, Abdul Muqsit is correct. Meme.
So let me just explain. So these verses, it has the most letter meme in it, which is 16 times. So قيل يا نوح اهبط بسلام ميم منا ميم وبركات عليك وعلى two ميم ممن two ميم معك one ميم وأمم two memes سنمتعهم there is meme ثم ميم يمسهم two memes منا عذاب أليم and with meme. So we have 16 meme, the letter meme in these verses. Go ahead, the next.
Okay, next question. Who said this quote? Okay, who said this quote? The afterlife is as to this life like the east to the west. We cannot approach the one without turning away from the other. I'm going to say it again. The afterlife is as to this life as the east is to the west. We cannot approach the one without turning away from the other.
يمشي على قدمي محمد محمد باسط المعروف جامعه محمد محمد صاحب الإحسان والكرم محمد محمد تاج رسل الله قاطبة محمد محمد صادق الأقوال والكلم محمد محمد ثابت الميثاق حافظه محمد محمد طيب الأخلاق والشيم محمد محمد رويت بالنور تينته محمد محمد لم يزل نورا من القدم محمد محمد حاكم بالعدل ذو شرف محمد محمد معدن الإنعام والحكم محمد خير رسل الله كلهم محمد دينه حق ندين به محمد عالم حقا على عالمي محمد ذكره روح لأنفسنا محمد محمد شكره فرض على الأمم محمد محمد زينة الدنيا وبهجتها محمد محمد كاشف الغمات والظلام محمد محمد سيد جلت مناقب محمد محمد صغف الرحمن.
Okay, we waited too much. Looks like nobody found the right answer. So I'm going to explain to you. So the one who said this is Al-Amir Abdul Qadir al-Jazairi. It's the title of Al-Amir Abdul Qadir al-Jazairi, one of the revolutionary figure against France colonialism to Algeria. And he's from a Sufi movement. And he said that and the afterworld, which is the Akhirah, is as to this like the East and the West. So you cannot be, your heart cannot be both in the Akhirah and in the Dunya. You cannot love the Dunya and you love the Akhirah at the same time. So like the Al-Akhirah, we have to love it, we have to work hard for it, and the Dunya, we have to use it. So ما جعل الله لرجل من قلبين في جوفه. This is the verses. Allah never made too hard for a person. So you cannot love the dunya and love the akhirah at the same time. So it says that ضعوها في ضعوا الدنيا في أيديكم ولا تضعوها في قلوبكم. Put the dunya in your hand, use it, but don't put it in your heart. So he said that you cannot be in the east and the west at the same time. You cannot approach the one without turning away from the other. So this is Abdul Qadir al-Jazairi.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next question. Let us know which scholar this is in the video.
My advice is to be confident, to be humble. I'm going to quote an ayat from Quran and from a famous person of the West Ralph Waldo Emerson, who said, if a man can build a better mousetrap, or preach a better sermon, or write a better book, though he builds his house in the woods, then the world will make a beaten path to his door.
Okay, yes, the answer is Imam Siraj Wahaj. And the first correct answer I see is from Shazul Naim. So Shazul Naim will win this question. I'm going to put in the answer for the last question for anyone who didn't get it.
So question number 5, it's made out of 3 levels, 3 parts. So a Sahabi at the time of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he did a big mistake. Another Sahabi asked Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to punish him. So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he forgave him and he said, إنه قد شهد بدرا وما يدريك لعل الله أن يكون قد اطلع على أهل بدر فقال اعملوا ما شئتم فقد غفرت لكم. I'm saying it in Arabic, but if later, if nobody will get it, I'll explain it in English. Maybe I'll give you a hint when I explain it in English. إنه قد شهد بدرا وما يدريك لعل الله أن يكون قد اطلع على أهل بدر فقال اعملوا ما شئتم فقد غفرت لكم. So, who is this Sahabi? He did a big mistake. Who is the Sahabi? He asked Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to punish him. And what was the mistake that he has done?
أشرف الأنام كلهم محمد خير من يمشي على قدمي محمد باسط المعروف جامعه محمد صاحب الإحسان والكرم
So who is a forgiven Sahabi? Who is a Sahabi that asked for this punishment? And what was a mistake that was done? Okay, so Palm Tree Gardens had a good answer explaining all the 3 parts. So
let me explain to you exactly what happened. So Hatib ibn Abi Balta'a. This is one of the Sahabi that he was fighting the kuffar with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Badr. And the extract that I read is about Badr. So Hatib ibn Abi Balta'a, so when the Muslim they decided to go and open Mecca, he has a family in Mecca and he cared about them. And he was thinking in his mind, he said maybe the Muslim when they go to Mecca after 10 years, so maybe they will punish everybody in Mecca. So he sent a secret letter to his family telling them that, watch out, the Muslim of Medina, they are coming to open Mecca. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam know about that. So he sent Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he sent somebody in the middle of the road, he stopped him, he got the letter, and he came back to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Hatib, and he brought him back to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Umar bin Khattab, when he figured out, and you know Umar is always, so he asked for his punishment. So Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he answered Umar, he told him, what about if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forgiven all the people who attended Badr? So this shows you how Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is merciful. Not only that, what happened in Mecca, the opening of Mecca, it was 100% peaceful. So there is no single drop of blood. So the Muslim, they are not some people who take revenge in life. The Muslim, they see the big picture, which is obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Barakallahu fikum.
Okay, so Palm Tree Gardens, if you could let us know your name so we can have you as one of the winners, inshallah. Okay, next question. Approximately how many years of prophethood of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam were in Mecca and how many years were in Medina? How many years of prophethood were in Mecca and how many were in Medina? Okay, Zubair Khan got it right. 13 in Mecca, 10 in Medina. So it would be good if you could include all the, 13 in Mecca, 10 in Medina. But because I said it in that order, so I'm assuming that you mentioned it in that order. So I'm going to give you that one. But in the future, try to include the full answer. Okay, inshallah, last question for today. Who founded the Mughal Empire and where was it located geographically? Who founded the Mughal Empire and where was it located geographically? Okay, Zubair Khan is correct again. So the answer is Babur, and it's in India or South Asia. So Babur, if you didn't know, he was Muslim and he was descended from the Mongols, from Genghis Khan on one side of his parents and from Timur on the other side of his parents. So, and they say that Mughal was actually the Persian version of Mongol, Mughal, Mongol. So the Persian way that they said it was Mughal. So that's what they say is where it came from. And he had one of the most powerful Muslim empires in South Asia.
So we are done for today. Jazakumullah khair, barakallahu fikum. Have a nice iftar for the whole family. And before the end, we just remind you about join us tonight, 9 p.m., either at YouTube, the same YouTube, or at Facebook of the masjid. And inshallah, we'll have a nice fundraising for the whole family. Help us. May Allah help you, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair, and see you tomorrow.
Inshallah, guys, see you tomorrow. Make sure to tune in tonight at 9 p.m. inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.